Hi, I'm Dr. Rachel Langley. I'm a family medicine doctor as well as a lactation consultant. And if I were to choose one thing to make the biggest difference in breastfeeding rates for everyone around the world, what would it be? Because it's easy, especially when you're pregnant, you're thinking about breastfeeding, you're starting to do research maybe, you've looked into all those books that exist. This is just what's sitting in my office. I have more at home. It's easy to get bogged down in, well, I got to do this and have this ready, and just in case I got to have the pump and the bottles and all these other supplies and the cleaning and the sterilization and the pads and the creams and the supplements for increasing my supply. And what if I were to offer just one piece of advice for making it more likely that you're going to succeed at reaching your breastfeeding goals? It would be to practice skin to skin time with your baby after baby is born as much as possible. So definitely the goal would be for the first hour after baby is born, put baby on your chest, on your bare chest, with baby either naked or in a diaper. Put blankets on top of both of you. This is called skin to skin time, and it's amazing for baby's health, for mom's health, as well as for breastfeeding rates. I mean, not only is baby right there and able to nurse and have lots of practice, because babies don't really understand the concept of meals. Babies have very small stomachs and just need to snack basically all day. It will be exhausting and mind boggling just how often they nurse in those first few days to weeks. And that's a normal and healthy thing, especially if you know you've been to the pediatrician and can tell that baby's gaining weight, or your family medicine doctor, of course. Baby's gaining weight and looking healthy. Let them nurse and nurse and nurse and practice and practice. And it can start with that first hour after birth, a breastfeeding practice. Often babies sleep a lot in that first day after being born, except in that first hour they can be a little bit more alert. So that's a great time to get in that first attempt at nursing. It might not be very impressive. They might latch on for a couple seconds. You might even have to express some milk into their mouths. Fine, wonderful. That is just okay. But try to spend that full solid hour or even 2 hours if you've had a C-section of just being with baby. Baby doesn't need to go get weighed right away. Baby doesn't need to get examined right away. They can do some of the exam right there on your chest. Or I've definitely had my babies get their first vaccines while sitting on my chest. No problem. I want to be with my baby that first hour to 2 hours, just hanging out. It's actually been proven that your body gets to the right temperature for your baby. So actually they put like twins on either side of a mom's chest, and the different sides will change temperatures to take care of that baby just perfectly. So it's better than any of those fancy heaters in the delivery room. It's also very calming for baby. I mean, you are baby's natural environment. That's where baby has been for the last 9-ish months, and they've gotten used to hearing your voice. They've gotten used to your smell. So you smell like home to them. Everything else around them is scary and cold and loud and bright and frightening, but you are home. So they've shown that baby's heart rate calms, and in general, they have less stress hormones when baby is put on mom's chest after delivery. I'm sure we'll continue to learn more and more about the hormones that are released between mom and baby during those first important hours. But there's a lot, and there's a lot going on, and it helps you to bond to them, especially if you don't feel attached, which is a common and normal thing to have happen, that you have this baby and you're not sure that you like it right away. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay. A lot of moms feel that way, and spending some time skin to skin can help a lot. Also, your baby's right there for lots of kisses and nuzzles, and that's important and wonderful. And so it can help both baby and mom in this first couple hours of this new relationship. If you've ever heard of kangaroo care or seen preemies being cared for that way, that's really cool. I mean, that's kind of where it came from, is the idea of kangaroo care. But it's not just preemies that benefit from being so close to mom and dad or even other people. Just being skin to skin with another human being really helps preemies to thrive. So Google pictures or videos of kangaroo care if you have time. Little babies are wonderful to watch, and it's amazing what they do when they're cared for that way. So that's another point, that if you're not available, whether you've had a C-section or you're having some complications or something like that, Dads are great for that skin to skin time too, and that will help with your breastfeeding journey in the long run as well, help you to reach your breastfeeding goals. So no matter what happens, try to find a way to have baby spend some skin to skin time with whoever's available. If dad's there, awesome. If grandma's there, awesome. If you have a sister or brother at your delivery, rock it. Ask them to take off their shirt and cuddle with your baby. And then as soon as you can, after you've delivered, spend that solid hour or 2 hours, especially if it's been a traumatic kind of time for either of you. Skin to skin with your baby, slowly easing into life as a mother and breastfeeding as well. And the studies show that it increases breastfeeding rates and will hopefully lead you to success as well. If you want to learn more about what I have to say about breastfeeding, I've got more videos there, and please subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you for watching.